today's episode.
Sometimes you gotta pop out and show. Certified boogeyman, I'm the one that up the skull. Walking down the whole time, I know he got some hoe. Enjoy fully defro. Say Drake, I hear you like I'm young. You better not ever go to cell block 1.
Welcome to the Melanin Movement podcast, where melanin magic meets meaningful discussions. Join our all-family cast as we dive into hot topics and important issues for the Black community.
Hey everybody, and welcome to the Melanin Movement podcast. I am Kaya, so I'm here with the Bam Bam in the living room. And of course, we came here today to talk about the hottest topics. But before we talk about those topics, we want to make sure that you subscribe, like, and comment, and share the video. So let's get into it with Eve first. Eve is here because she over in the side, she over in the corner.
Because she cracking up. Oh, she going up.
We don't want nobody listening in.
Listen.
Oh, that's gold. Oh,
we don't do AI. We don't do that. Next in, we got Antoine. Next in, we got Chris, who's in tears. And last but not least, Shauna Dawn. What does your shirt say?
For as long as I am black, I'm historic.
You be getting all this cool stuff.
Right on. I got a Black History shirt upstairs too. I should have worn my Black History shirt.
I should have worn my black and proud shirt too.
Why wasn't we thinking?
I got my beanie. Don't worry about it.
Well, I got my fro.
I got my braids.
I got her. It's before 8:15. I got her.
I got my braids.
We just got us, so that's all that,
Yes, like she said, for as long as she black, she historic. So there we go. So we need to talk about some Black history. This past weekend, we experienced history being made by the first hip-hop artist, rapper headlining the Super Bowl halftime show. And not only that, Mr. Jalen Hurts, who was an underdog, he was doubted. He was literally talked about, scorned, buked, and he came out the gate swinging. It was just like boom, and led the Philadelphia Eagles to a phenomenal win. That's historic. Okay. Now, I had posted a video on my TikTok about the performance right after the performance because I was so taken aback. And somebody commented, said Drake should just himself. I do not condone violence in any way, shape, or form.
Wow.
That was a lot.
That was a lot.
No, that's why I said wow.
That was a lot.
Yeah. So, I'll start off by saying that my husband, he wasn't the biggest fan of the halftime show, but I was. So, who wants to go first?
Well, I think first is art, and art is always
subjective.
Up for in what you see may not be the thing I see. What I see may not be the thing that Eve sees. So I think the thing about this one was you had to be sort of in tune and like really paying attention because there was so many little things like here and there. Like I watched it maybe now 5 times, and each time I still see something new. So
Well, the thing that was not that you had to kind of, oh my God, the thing that was obvious was Serena and SZA. Those two parts of the performance were obvious because SZA and Serena are both exes of Drake.
But I think for Serena, it didn't have anything to do with Drake. Remember,
it was the 2012. The 2012.
Remember, they tore her up, saying she was too hood, she was too ghetto because she did that walk. So I think it was
twofold. Both can be true.
Both can be true. I think it was just like it was the icing on the cake.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Because she could have crip walked to Squabble Up. She could have crip walked to TV Off. She crip walked to the same song that we called to do the pedophile on. So I'm
and he said in the song, "Don't mess with Serena." He said that in the song.
But Drake has been throwing shots at her over the last few like years. So I think it was. So I see how it's both.
Okay, so then before we get into the intricacies of the performance, do you think that this is going to affect Drake's career?
No, I don't think it's.
In what aspect?
Him being taken seriously as a hip hop artist, you know, with the fact that he sued for defamation of character and, you know.
Even if he's not quote unquote taken seriously, whatever that means, he's still Drake.
Right. So I just think he just needs to I think
he's about to release an album with who is it? The R&B album? Who? Party Next Door, yeah.
Drake just need to lay low for like a good 5 years. Just go somewhere.
Just go somewhere and chill.
Just be quiet. And it'll all gloss over.
He's good. He's not a hip hop artist.
True.
He's a pop artist.
True.
Let's be real. Every song is popular songs. It's not hip hop songs.
I don't consider
He's a pop artist.
Remember Eve?
A rapper.
What was that?
I need a one dance.
You and I, we listen to Drake.
I do listen to Drake.
So we understand he has hip hop qualities, but primarily all his songs are popular songs.
No, I agree. Objectively speaking,
so you gotta keep doing that.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna affect it. Like, would they clown him? Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. Being taken seriously amongst his peers, you know.
I mean, that's just with everything. I think everybody gets that when they do something done, like, or when every guy's go clown them. They're gonna always, that happens all the time. I don't think it's gonna affect their sales though. Like,
let's go to Nas and Jay when Ether
came out. Exactly.
But I think this one was on a catastrophic, meteoric level. Only because of the fact that the entire, this was, Rock Nation posted that this was the highest viewed Super Bowl halftime show ever. It actually outviewed Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson is now number 2.
Inflation. You got to factor in.
Yeah, factor in inflation. Yes, okay.
You got to factor in.
But this is now the highest viewed Super Bowl halftime ever. And the entire globe that watched it and the entire arena that sang in key A minor.
That's nothing.
I don't think so.
That's nothing.
I don't think
it's all allegations. There's nothing proven.
True.
No, we're not talking about if it's true or not. We're just talking about the fact that, like, everybody is saying that you're.
I'm not even gonna say it's nothing, right? Came out so at the beef, right? The beef started. Drake looks like he's coming out strong. 3 or 4 songs into the beef, he like, all right, this is looking a little scary. Not like us drops, Game over, right? All right, we think cool. Kendrick won the beef. We going on to our day, or going about our day rather, going on to the next piece of music. What does he do? He comes out with a concert, and what does he do at the end of the concert? Performs it 6 times, back to back to back to
It's
back.
like, oh, you think we done?
Bylon.
Yeah.
Did it 6 times back to back in LA and had every LA gang member and athlete crip walking.
Yes,
to him being called a
on the
Bylon.
stage.
On the stage.
Oh, now you repping LA because you lived in
That's
LA.
my home. That's my home.
Whatever.
But see, here's the thing. It doesn't stop there. He does the concert, not like us, charts to a historic level.
Yes.
Right? Then he drops an album, which is a banger.
Yeah.
A cultural banger at that for LA.
But
Not
he's
only
like,
does that, but gets what, 4 or 5 Grammys?
Yes.
I
I play every day.
Right? Cool.
Historic.
But here's the thing, we don't stop there. He performs the same song.
It doesn't
The
stop.
biggest sports event of the year.
With Sam Jackson.
So
With Sam Jackson, basically Sam Jackson is one of our elite
icons. He's
icons. He is a griot for us. He is a legend for us. So you had Sam Jackson basically co-signing you. I'm just saying.
So look, I'm just saying that to say I don't think it's nothing. I would be home ticked off at the least. You know what I'm saying?
I'll take a hiatus. I'll take a hiatus.
No, but see, I think that is what he should have did before. I think he kept trying to come. He should have just was like, I'm gonna take the L. I'm gonna go on some beach.
You know what?
And
Triple down.
It's like he's like the
I
most
feel like he should have. I feel like he should have stopped and went away for a while, and then wrote a banger and came back.
After it died down, after Kendrick died down, yeah.
Come back. Yeah,
No, we made fun of Meek Mill for that. No,
but here's the thing, Antoine is
No.
different. It's
This
different.
is something. Yeah, I
This
feel
is
like
different,
this
mainly
is
because
something
we could say he's not a hip hop artist, but you can't delve into the realm of hip hop in that regard, and then when you lose to this degree, say,
right.
but he's
I'm not hip hop. Yeah. If you about the life, be about that life. Be consistent. Keep that same energy. Keep that same energy when you get.
you can try something for the first time, and if it don't work out,
he battled like 5 dudes over the course of the last 15 years.
But
he has been in many a battle.
But the people he battled wasn't, and it's funny, they all battle rappers. That's the funny part. He battled battle rappers and beat those battle rappers.
What does it matter? He's
until
lost to Pusha
So
T.
right, so every dog has his day.
He done had a couple of them.
That's five.
Every dog. Whoa, roof.
My fault, 4 to 6 because he lost to Pusha. So 4 to 6. That's a good resume. I won 4 and lost 2.
But
Come
I think that what happened because I don't know the whole thing, just like, because of I'm not really a Drake fan, but what I heard was the streets are saying he sort of disrespected like Pac and like on the West Coast, they revere Pac. Like he's like, and now it's something with Kendrick. He brings the groups, he brings everyone together. And I feel like Drake went in not really understanding, I think, the fullness of who he was and is on the West Coast. I mean, dude won a Pulitzer. It's like, like I'm just
like
that's historic. That's historic within itself. My
thing is, like, we all know how Kendrick could get so petty? Like, we all know this. Like, why would you even think you would?
Where he looked
I
in the
think he thought he was
camera.
talking to an individual. Like, I think he was battling an individual. Every time he battled a rapper, it was all right. I'm just battling Pusha T. I'm just battling Joe Budden. I'm just battling Meek Mill. But when he battled Kendrick,
Kendrick is an empire.
it's
He battled a whole coast.
the culture
like I said, go
was
back
now
to the lab.
part of the thing.
Right.
Like,
Nah, I treat it like boxing. Go back to the lab. You gonna come back for?
No, I just feel that when he got pushed on the ropes, he all of a sudden turned into Karen. Or Ken, and that white side was just like, well, you know, I gotta consult my lawyer, and I'm gonna file for litigation.
At jazz club singing R&B. He literally there was mad posts of him in these little small intimate settings performing his R&B joints.
Sitting on the stool.
He got emasculated. He was on a stool.
That's it. Once you get on the stool, you Tracy Chapman, and you got a fast car. And I got a ticket to anywhere. Let's listen. So now that we done annihilated Drake, except for Antoine. Antoine is
when Kendrick looked at that camera where he
said, "Say Drake."
He is the dream girl.
Drake.
Like,
he said,
I
hear like I'm young. So let's dissect the performance at the Super Bowl. So, okay, let's start with Sam Jackson. Anybody got a
Some people were saying his being Uncle Sam was a twist on him being his
Django character.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you know we like Django, Chris.
I know. I thought about y'all.
It goes entwined. It goes entwined with each other.
Thought about y'all.
Because Uncle Sam tells you to fall in line and be straight.
Mm-hmm. Right.
But he's the black personification of Uncle Sam.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think I could corroborate that story mainly because I think a lot of the things that he was saying, I think in his head it should have ended in nigga. Like, a lot of the things that he said, he was just like, you better tighten up, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
We all was like this.
We was waiting because you know Sam Jackson is known in every movie for MFN and
Right. He cussed in interviews. That's just
he can't help it. He can't help it.
They needed
and he lands. His cusses land. They land well. You know,
and they hurt.
They hurt. But I don't know if you noticed after Kendrick was huddled with the group of guys and they was doing like a quartet and doo-wop, and then Sam came up and was just like, "Oh, you with your hood, deduct one life."
One life, right?
And that was obviously symbolic of, once we get together, somebody gotta take somebody out in order for for us to get in line. Somebody gotta get got.
Mm-hmm. But I don't think anything about this performance was mysterious. I think it was all very blatant. I think it was
for us. It was.
Nah, I think
a lot of people said that if black people got it, and if you're true fans of the culture, you would pick up on some stuff.
But here's the thing: I think even if the demographic you're talking about didn't get it, I think them not getting it was them getting it. If that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
So I think, like we said, a lot of the things that he did or that he exemplified was intentional, right? Not just from the set, not just from the choreography and stuff, but even the decision to perform the songs that he did in the manner that he did.
The song choice,
very minimalistic set, right? It was like a black dot on a white canvas. You're forced to look at this one thing.
Yeah.
Right? There's no distracting costumes and pyrotechnics. Nah.
It wasn't,
I got this pant on. I got these jeans on. I'm gonna get off these 5 intentional songs. You're gonna listen to what I'm saying, and the imagery.
I'm gonna freestyle.
I'm gonna start off with a freestyle. Right.
So what I'm saying is, for the people that didn't get it, I'm saying that in a way that was a good thing that they didn't get it, because if you're looking at this minimalistic thing and you're saying, "Oh, that wasn't enough," or "I'm not impressed," yeah, because we're putting a mirror up to you, like this is what you're trying to look for, and
and you're doing it in front of the president of the United States and his cabinet that he flew out there.
I heard
he left during the performance.
Yeah, people want to be entertained. They don't, like you said earlier, they don't want
they want the fireworks.
Right? So you talking about I'm not impressed? This is the point.
He proved the
We're
point.
not trying to entertain.
He proved the point. He gave the teaser of Not Like Us, and you heard the crowd go crazy. Like
every time that he played that, everybody's like, he was just like, what?
Because they're
I'm
anticipating
gonna slow
for
it
it.
down.
And it's just like, no, I'm trying to show you.
Yeah.
This is more political than
Right.
anything else.
Yeah.
So, what do you think about the game board that he had on the floor?
Love it.
It was like a PlayStation, or people were saying tic-tac-toe or Squid Game.
Squid Games, I heard that.
So it's the PlayStation controller. So the pattern that he had it, it's the cheat code for Grand Theft Auto San Andreas to get full life and full ammo. So in other words, he was saying, See, so that pattern was the Grand Theft Auto pattern.
Video game people.
I don't know nothing about that.
I know. I
don't know nothing about that.
I know nothing.
I
have your
will
time.
say that there was one thing that made me laughed, that white pundit said, "Oh, we couldn't have any white dancers."
Oh yeah.
And
now you want DEI?
Now you want DEI? He said, "No, it's based on merit and black dancers."
And black dancers are
better.
It was better.
I thought that was hilarious.
It's crazy how you want DEI when it's convenient, when you don't see yourself.
And shout out to Benny from 90 Day Fiance. He was one of the dancers. Shout out to you.
Shout out to Wendell, another one. Congrats, bro. You did your thing on stage.
From 90. Oh yeah, I forgot you watched that show.
I watched 90 Day Fiance, and he posted on his page. I was like, he was one of the dancers, and he's from Africa, so it was so nice.
So there was also someone that was tackled, but he was a part of the show that was carrying the Palestinians and Sudan flag. He was tackled because apparently you can't have.
Wasn't supposed to have the flag.
You're right. It was.
He added in. That wasn't Kendrick's performance.
Well,
he said this is the perfect opportunity.
Hey.
He said, "Well."
Amen.
So
now he's banned from every NFL game.
Yep.
I'm sure you didn't care.
Yeah.
I
don't go to the games anyway.
I don't go to the game. Does that mean that he can't go to the stadium though? Because I go to concerts.
Interesting.
That's a great question.
That's a great question.
So
concert.
Apparently Kendrick Lamar standing on top of a GNX is a perfect representation of the energy he's been giving off for the last 3 months. It represents his latest studio album, but also revealed to fans that he's staying in the present and focusing on what he has going on now, which is getting 5 Grammys, slaying Drake, wearing an A minor.
That was A minor.
I think that's for his company or something.
Yeah, that's what some people said.
PG Lang.
Yeah, PG Lang.
What the
A? Yeah, it's for his company. I think
that was twofold too. I think that was twofold too.
I think for me, there were 2 best visuals. It was a part where they did a aerial shot on Not Like Us, and the dancers look like chalk
outlines. I did see that.
I thought that was
I did see that.
Powerful. And the American flag with all black
bodies, the black bodies,
black men, and the fact when they did the lean, it was like our backs
built this country. Yeah.
So I just thought those, for me, were the two most powerful
visuals. That was the visuals were definitely something that you were like,
and yeah, because it was the precision of it. It was just like everybody was in line.
You know, that rehearsals, it was 5, 6, 7, 8.
16-hour days.
7 and 8.
Like and they were crisp in everything. Like they didn't give you a chance to say that we did not deliver in what we said we were going to do.
Yeah,
like,
the assignment was handed in on time, early, with extra credit.
Say Drake, like
the way he turned
and looked at the camera, I was like, that is forever my favorite. Like, I'm gonna use that meme. I'm gonna use that for everything when
I walked into work that next day daring somebody to do something to me.
And all of the women were fully dressed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Only person that was a little, was Serena, but Serena, she dressed like that for work. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that's what she have on. Yeah.
That's why she.
But what's receding? Smith?
Stephen A. Smith.
Stephen A. Smith. He said if he was married to her, that he would divorce her for what she did in the performance.
They are dragging him online because they're
Have we ever gone to Stephen A. for a relationship?
I know. No, but that's what they're saying. How can,
bro, you 50-some odd years old, never been married.
His hairline has been at
and don't know when to give up
since '83.
Because I know my forehead is forehead, but his.
Nah, that's mad forehead. I'm not going front. Like that's an egregious amount of forehead.
That's a double entendre forehead.
Every time
got two different meanings.
I think of Mike Epps telling all about the Benjamins when he was like, "I bet you back here." Yes, sir.
Like his joint is mad aerodynamic. Like it looks like he's always going fast. Like when you go like the wind blowing against your face.
Yeah, you look like he always going, Listen, hey Drake, I hear you like I'm young. So
you look inquisitive.
Oh yeah. Oh, he always look like he got something on his mind,
But here's the thing. I just feel like as a man,
a black man,
why would you disrespect her when she already is up against everybody else? I just feel like that isn't the time to say. I just feel like just don't say anything.
It's for ratings.
I know.
He gotta.
It's like the paparazzis. It's just we need content.
Don't content on our backs. No. Like this Black History Month. It's Black History Month, and we out here breaking barriers and having first on a global stage, and you gonna say that out of everything that you could say, out of everything that you could muster up in your entire brain, because there's a lot of it. The only thing that you can say is that you would divorce her?
I doubt she chooses him.
Listen, she got a nice rich husband.
Rich husband.
She ain't thinking about you, but you are thinking about her.
That boy Stephen A. Smith be doing head spins for fun, yo.
I hear it like I'm young.
Yo, when Kendrick said, you know they like to sue, I was just like,
yes. He said 40 acres in a mule is bigger than the music.
Right. I was just like,
he said you got the right time, wrong person.
Yes. He said the revolution's about to be televised. You got the right time with the wrong guy.
If you don't do that church walk, that was the Usher march. Like, if you don't do that,
the Usher march, got it. I'm not.
That's the choir march. That's the choir during offering march. That is the choir during offering march.
If you don't do that, I swear, every time I come on, I just automatically go. Like, it just automatically go.
But one thing they said about a lot of MAGA people is that, you know, after performances like that, a lot of them say it's too black. And I'm glad that
it was.
Sam said, no, you're too black, you're too ghetto, too loud, you're too ghetto.
That was speaking to them.
Like there was really nothing that you can be like, was he talking to us? You know, was that directed to us?
Look, they was mad that Uncle Sam was black.
Well, his name is Sam, and he is somebody's uncle.
They was mad because there was nobody white. But y'all said it's based on merit. So obviously the black dancers was better.
However,
we like that joint from White Chicks in 5, 6, 7.
Oh! Y'all watch too much TV. Y'all make me sick. Woo.
I'm sorry. I know we're talking about Kendrick, but did y'all see Soulja Boy try to start with Marlon Wayans?
Of all people, what? Wait, what? Hold up. Marlon Wayans and Soulja Boy beefing?
Wait, I didn't see this.
Kumbaya.
What in the multiverse?
You come as somebody like the name alone. You know it is him and
he's like, you're not even funny.
7 other niggas. Like
no, not even 7. It's the brothers. It's the nephews. Their kids, nieces, cousins. Like Wayans is a whole gang. Don't worry about the Crips and the Bloods. The Wayans is a gang within itself.
Yeah.
After Chris Rock got slapped and Marlon had gotten interviewed by somebody, and then he was just like, yeah, it definitely wouldn't happen to me because I got too many niggas behind me. He was like, they will all be coming out. He was like, Keenan, come out there talking about what you're doing to my brother and whatever he said. But like, you got all of these people behind you. Like, Soulja, Drake, sit down. Drake, nigga got Bible.
It was just funny. Marlon just automatically, he just responded with the joke. Like, and then he came back and responded. He just responded with another joke. Like,
he said, "Kumbaya."
And it was
because Soulja was a Trump supporter. Yeah, he was.
I don't know.
He was a Trump supporter.
I wouldn't be surprised.
I mean, it gives context. It gives further context about the the thought process.
Your face.
I'm just saying. Was
Yo,
Soulja Boy really moving the needle? Was Soulja Boy
This
really
is
moving
the
the political
best
needle? Like,
one.
let's really sit and analyze.
I don't know.
I'm just saying.
Well,
Kendrick.
I hear like I'm young.
I'm just saying.
So, K. Dot standing in the middle of the American flag represents a country divided because of the ongoing racial and political tension that still exists.
We ain't need somebody with a PhD degree to dissect this stuff. This stuff was pretty blatant.
Yeah.
A lot of these messages were direct.
It
Mainly
was like-
because it wasn't even just for TV. The people in the stadium, the average ticket was what, like $5,000? It wasn't us in there.
Right.
I mean, we were sprinkled. We were sprinkled.
The highest concentration
goes
of Negro skin was in the middle of the field.
Right. Playing.
And then you
So-
gonna have the words "game over" lit up.
At the end. So you saw when he put warning wrong way. Is that also a part of the game that you were talking about? Because I don't know.
I mean, that's just a
Antoine?
warning sign.
No,
That
I
could be
think that was
fine.
just a warning. Like,
Yeah, no, I think
like the revolution's gonna start.
That we're
Okay.
going in the wrong way and it's about to be on and popping.
Okay.
I don't know. I feel like Eve said earlier, we're so used to the lights and the smoke and
the pyrotechnics
and the flying in the air, and I think that this shows that you can truly entertain and not do all of the other stuff.
You don't need it.
Yeah.
Now, don't get me wrong. I feel like every once in a while it's good to have the smoke and the lights and all of that other stuff.
But we also gotta realize who we're talking about. Like when we said Kendrick Lamar was doing it, you wasn't gonna get all of that.
Wasn't gonna
Yeah.
fly in there.
Why
It wasn't gonna be
expect anything
twerking.
else? It was going to be something political. It was going to be something really like rough or whatever.
Yeah.
We know that. Like he's not it's not Beyonce Bowl. Like you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
And I think that he was the right choice.
I do too.
Yeah.
I think Hov. I don't know if Hov set up the whole Grammy situation with him and Beyonce finally winning for album of the year. I don't know if that was all of this was set up. But the fact that
I said it. I said that.
Kendrick won these Grammys and then knowing that he subsequently was going to be performing, it just it was like the perfect alley-oop. You know what I mean?
Back to back, Beyonce with the bowl, and then the Super Bowl with Kendrick, and then they both win Grammys.
I feel like for people that said because
those palms was greased
because it was in
New Orleans
that they should have had
Lil Wayne.
I don't know if that was for this time. That's just my personal opinion. I don't think he
I'm sorry
was the right person for this
because he is that's his
get it. It's his town, but I feel like
the demographic
would
doesn't
have
match.
been a different outcome if it was that show. That's just
especially with the election, all of this.
Yeah.
Come on, like
I just feel like that wasn't his time. Like this wasn't his
I don't think this ever will be his time.
Yeah.
Like I said,
I'm not gonna front.
it's the demographic of like
Well, I'm sure next Super Bowl they're gonna try to get somebody Caucasian because they just like too many niggers. You know, every year there's another nigger.
Usher.
John Baptiste did the national anthem.
But it was in New Orleans. That's the culture. Again, they did what they had the band, they had the mask, they had the second line. That's the town. That's what they are known for. So when you go to Texas, I mean, then they probably have Beyonce again.
If not, she gonna go. This ain't Texas. Leo calls them.
Who was last year?
Usher. And then Rihanna.
Then
they gotta cleanse the palate.
And then the year before
J-Lo
They gotta cleanse the palate.
It was J-Lo
and then remember they had the Dr. Dre with Eminem and 50 Cent and Mary. Yeah. And
Snoop was good. But then, but I'm just thinking in this time, right? What white artist?
Taylor.
But she did it
other than Taylor.
What's the Channel Road? Channel.
It's Chapel Roan.
Oh, Chapel.
But I
just know that Associated Press reporter tried to diss Babyface. That's how I was just like, y'all saw that, right?
Piss.
Squabble up.
Like, what are you doing?
No, go do that.
Yeah, he was like, go do that. He was like, channel? Yep, channel. Sorry, channel.
No, who can captivate an audience for 15 minutes?
What's the other girl's name? Dua Lipa.
Oh, Dua Lipa?
Is she at that? I'm just thinking of the people that they have had. They had him ready. They have Bruno. Who can actually, other than Taylor, who has that level?
Meghan Trainor
for us.
Carrie Underwood.
What if they got like a Celine Dion throwback or something?
Celine Dion to do it, cause you know that's my fave. She my favorite.
It won't be the most energetic Super Bowl halftime show,
but she sings down, okay?
Yeah.
You know
she sings from her toes.
What if they got like?
Why don't we bring Jesus back and bring Kirk Franklin? I swear he would kill a halftime.
He would. He would have all his Baby Gap outfits on.
Nah, I'm not gonna front. I can't rock with Kirk Franklin. I can't rock with Kirk Franklin.
You get a little stomp.
What is wrong with you?
What's wrong with me?
Yes.
Have you seen this dude lately?
Yes.
Listen, don't talk about my Kirk.
Don't say it's a Kirk.
If your heel is any longer than a quarter inch coming off your shoe, I can't rock with you. I can't front. With vests with no shirt underneath, I can't front.
Listen, when Prince was doing it, everybody was just like, Prince is a bad mamma jamma. Prince is the man.
Wasn't singing gospel songs.
Prince was singing.
He said, until the end of time.
Prince was saying, you were sexy.
You know what I mean? Kirk is supposed to be on a different frequency.
He's singing my theme song. I ain't got no money.
Kirk is about a year and a half away from assless chaps. I promise you.
Kirk will kill.
Listen, Kirk will have that stadium with an altar call.
And I think he getting that Botox stuff. I'm not going
as long as remember he got into that car accident and it kind of disfigured him a little bit.
Oh, that's what that was?
Yeah, his face got messed up a little bit.
Yo, he's been on a roll
all day.
No, but
if he did, he would. And if he's saying "Imagine Me," if he ended with like "Imagine Me,"
there would never.
It would be.
They do the Super Souls before, like the.
Oh yeah, because Pastor used to go and do that. Yeah,
I saw that before.
Do that for a halftime show, because remember, you're talking about 150 million people. So
that's all need to be saved.
Dua Lipa, some of these K-pop groups.
I know.
Some of these K-pop groups, they would do it. They could do it.
What would we look like as the most American game in sports, having Koreans perform?
You got a good. That's a good point. Yeah, I didn't even think about that. I didn't think about that.
Like a conflict of interest.
Maybe that's why they said that they did offer it to Drake. But you got a point. Because Drake ain't from here either.
Like, I don't know how pissed off rednecks would be if Koreans was performing.
Exactly.
I think they'll say Drake then.
What Sam Hill is going on here?
You just look like
that was a sad thing.
What?
There's no artist that would do a great performance for next year.
No, but that's what I'm saying.
No, they could be.
This year has like it's gonna take a minute before Not Like Us gets.
Mm-hmm.
Put Chris Brown for 1 year.
It's calmed down.
Yeah.
Chris, that's one.
Does Jay have a relationship with him now? Because ever since that whole
allegedly,
I don't know if you know.
And just keep on going. What, Shauna?
I don't know if
keep on going. He said,
if the last year can look past what he did 1,000 years ago.
Chris would do a great job.
He can go overseas and do 50,000 people, and it's fine. But it's something about here. We just can't get past it.
And I honestly feel that it's only because he is a black man.
Mm-hmm.
Because there have been so many white men that have been, and it was on tape. They beating somebody down or doing something.
About Nick Carter. We just saw a documentary about him, and they still have him everywhere.
Elvis Presley.
Elvis.
That's what I'm saying. He's the king, but it's something about we cannot get past.
And he was basically a child when that happened. Now, if he still putting hands on people now,
and that's something.
Then all right, hey,
different. Right?
We got to talk about this here.
Totally different. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see how they go from here, because like Not Like
they
Us,
might combine different artists.
Yeah, true.
And everybody do like 5 minutes, a 5-minute set.
We're gonna sacrifice a few Super Bowls. I'm not gonna lie. There's gonna be at least a 3 or 4 Super Bowl stretch where it's just absolute garbage.
Oh, for
sure.
Just
because of what
I don't know.
But think about it. We had Usher, Rihanna, we had Dre, we had the Shakira, and like those were big shows.
Yeah, J-Lo.
That's why they went with Rihanna, because the Shakira joint before, they was rummaging in the bag trying to find the crumbs. Because who really wanted to see Shakira?
They were in
just for one
Miami, song. So it made it was.
They could do Mr. 305. Mr. 305, he he would
Flow Rider, what's his name?
Pitbull would give a good show, yeah.
He would, cause I play his songs by he got hits for days. And he would have that crowd jumping.
Yeah, you got Flow Rider, Neo, you got a bunch of features.
Wondering
Daddy
if wondering with all of the immigration stuff, will they pick somebody Latin?
Yo, not picking Pitbull because of the immigration.
I was trying to see what the correlation was.
No,
I'm just like
about it. But I'm just saying they always seem to.
So is Pitbull illegal? Are you saying Pitbull is illegal?
I'm not saying he's.
You might cause an immigration uprising.
I'm not saying he's
Mr. 305 is Mr. 305.
Wait, didn't he
But
do
I'm
a performance?
Motel. It's an immigration uprising.
The thing, and I feel like with this year and them and Trump, I feel like they will like ride this wave.
That's mad funny, bro. Pitbull performer would cause an immigration uprising.
That should be a
He
headline.
might put stuff in his performance like Kendrick did.
What, at the Hotel Motel Holiday 6? What political song does Pitbull have in his catalog to pull something like that?
I'm not saying a political song. I'm just saying you're gonna go with.
You know how you have transitions from one song to the next? He could do like little freestyles in there, or say, big up to all my Cuban whatever, keep your head up. I don't know.
You say Pitbull could freestyle. now you're just being blasphemous. This is craziness. Pitbull freestyling.
He is. He would. He could say it in Spanish and in English.
Nah. Yo, people would have an uproar.
Anyway, at the end of the day, this performance that Kendrick had made history. He is making Black history so that our children will be able to read about this, in years to come. Our children's children will be able to read about this in years to come and say that this hip hop artist has changed the game on how we view hip hop and how we even view beefs, I just think that
you don't sue.
Hey, man.
Let me just say that hey Drake, the way he's holding the mic and the way he's looking at the camera,
I was done.
That smile.
I know that's like
That's a smile I make at work.
That's my forever face.
That fake smile.
Woo.
He said that that's the second time he did that smile. The first time he said, I want to play my song, but they're going to sue. And then he turned to
but
the girl
they
and
like to
did that
sue.
again.
And the girls in the back, what song? That song?
That one.
Oh no. It's just like, this is just so entertaining. Some people didn't think so.
What about you when all the stars
Oh yeah. Chris was talking about SZA's BBL if she had one. I don't know. I wasn't looking. She had a BBL.
She had so unnatural.
She had a BBL. Yeah, she says it. She talks about it. She had a BBL and then she gained weight.
To
fill it out.
She need to put an ice pack on it or something. Look like something wrong.
But maybe this is the night that her dreams might let her know.
But you learn the lyrics. Yo, Black Panther came out when? What year was that?
8 years ago.
2016.
It was 2018.
Oh, 18.
Antoine saying, he was like, if Chadwick was alive, he probably would have had Chadwick come out like this or something. That would have been dope.
Rest in peace,
I
Chadwick. I could see that.
I could totally.
He probably would have had it come out like that.
And then that's when the crowd would have roared, and I would have cried.
Just all tears.
I would have cried.
Me looking, just tears.
He could have had a hologram of it, but
I'm still not over his passing.
Neither am I. That hit me here.
But
hit me here.
Cut me real deep.
Cut me real deep, Shrek. Yeah.
Can we talk about we didn't need a Black Panther 2 movie?
No, we're not gonna talk about that right now. Stick on the scope. Get to the scope. No scope creep.
It's going to be a Black Panther 3.
With Denzel, I'm excited for that.
It's Denzel.
He's just going to reprising his role as the equalizer.
Mm-hmm.
In Black Panther?
One of his final movies.
Final movies, yeah.
His last hoorah.
So, congratulations, Kendrick, on all your success. And a job well done. Don't miss part 2 of the Melanin Movement podcast.
Case in point, if you are not willing to die for the cause that you are representing, it's not revolutionary. Just as a blanket statement, right? So, understanding a revolution, what it means to, again, delve into a revolution. As Americans, we have the privilege of not having missiles fly over our head, being bombed, things of that nature, right? There are actual revolutions going on overseas and in places that aren't so fortunate to have free speech.
Don't forget to follow us on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and X. And make sure you go to our website and get our merch today.